Hi everyone, welcome back. Peter Barber here, professional singer and music producer, and I have just done a first-time reaction and analysis for Don't Lose Your Head from Six, the musical. Really enjoying going through this one. This is the third song, and we're going all the way through. Going to be releasing one of these a week until we're done with the show, so please sit back, relax, and enjoy my first-time reaction analysis for Don't Lose Your Head. See you after.
Who was that other one?
I think you're thinking of me.
No, there was definitely a really important one.
Yeah, still me.
Yeah, I think she like overlapped with you.
Yeah.
No, you're the really famous, controversial one that people actually care about.
Yeah, you know, the one you've been waiting for. The one you've been waiting for. The mystery.
The one who changed history.
The one who changed history, mystery, the temptress.
The one with the plan. The plan to steal the man.
And the one who chased.
Yeah, okay. Again, I love the acoustics, and it just sounds like they're in such a dive bar environment. And then it goes into these wonderful studio recordings that we have for the actual songs, but all these introductions, we have this dialogue in between, which is really telling the story. These captions are not doing a great job, so I'm going to turn them off. And now we get our Anne Boleyn, who now I believe, so I said in a previous video, I somewhat recently watched The Other Boleyn Girl, and I think Anne Boleyn was played by Natalie Portman. I think that was her character. And yeah, absolutely wild story. And I'm pumped. I know this is one of the really popular ones from the show. But anyway, love the acoustic environment that they're here, and they're all there like chatting and storytelling, and I guess they were doing a bit of singing here too, but it's still in that like super lo-fi kind of audio production before we get into the official studio song.
She be the one to win.
Wait, actually, I really love those stacked harmonies. Anne Boleyn, and then they start stacking on top of that. That was actually a really cool effect there. Nice.
What? Oh, sorry.
There we go.
In the French court, oui, bonjour, life was a chore, so
She set sail.
1522 came straight to the UK, all the British dudes lame.
Epic fail.
I wanna dance and sing,
Politics.
not my thing. But then I met the king, and soon my daddy said, you should try and get ahead.
Captions are really not working. Do you see how the word "not" popped up amidst that entire first verse? Okay, closed captions not working. This is great. I'm gonna just run it back for 1 second, and there's one element I want to pay attention to real quick.
Grew up in the French court, oui, bonjour, life was a chore, so
She set sail.
Yeah, there's this great use, and it's been in a number of the songs so far. Well, I've only done 2, I think. It's been in the show so far where there's sing, or text, and then like chord changes. Bop, bop. In this case, it's that kind of thing. And the two, never the two shall meet. It's pretty much like one happens and the other cuts out. And it's really kind of cool, actually, and fills the space in an interesting way instead of stacking things. Which of course happens more and more as these songs go on, as they, get towards the final chorus or the climax of the song. You're going to be stacking a lot of elements. But I like that. It's a cool thing. It's clearly a theme with the songwriting here. And otherwise, we just have voice and then this very percussive clap happening as well. So there's not a whole lot going on. There's a lot of kind of motion and intensity, but as far as actual number of musical elements in this production, it's very minimal so far, which is a great place to start. It gives you a long runway to run down.
Sorry.
French court, oui, bonjour. Life was a chore, so
She set sail.
1522 came straight to the UK. All the British dudes lame.
Epic fail.
Epic fail. I also like how it's cool that, you know, she sings her lines, but I really am enjoying how much the ensemble is still involved, even because it's all these solo songs, right? So if they weren't involved, they'd just be sitting around. But so far in all the pieces, obviously ex-wives, they're all involved pretty much all the time. And then we went into No Way, Catherine of Aragon's song, and there were all these moments of harmonies where the rest of the women would be joining in for moments here and there, even though it's her solo. And I guess we're getting that here too on Anne Boleyn, where she has obviously the main solo. She's telling her story, but all these other women are also chiming in and like finishing lines for her and stuff like that. It's a really great way to keep everyone involved in the show, as opposed to just having pure solos the whole time, or even solos with like a chorus backing, like true backup singers that are hired, you know, just for that, or cast just for that, as opposed to the other cast members turn into the backup singers. It's really cool. I really like that.
You came straight to the UK. All the British dudes lame.
Epic fail.
I wanna dance and sing.
Politics.
Not my thing. But then I met the king, and soon my daddy said, you should try and get ahead.
It's a cool rhyme scheme. It's rhyming on ing the whole time, and then in the last line, Daddy said you should try to get ahead. There's like an internal rhyme. There's two rhymes in the final line that are different from all the rhymes. That's different from the rhyme scheme that came before it. There's actually been a number of rather off the beaten path rhyme schemes so far on the show, which I quite enjoy. You know, I quite enjoy that when a rhyme scheme is not what you expect, or there's internal rhymes, or there's like slant rhymes. I always appreciate that in songwriting. It's good stuff.
Thing.
Politics.
Not my
My thing.
But then I met the king, and soon my daddy said, you should try and get ahead.
This weird like filter on the dad voice, I guess, to just make it different, because she's doing the voice, right? It's Anne Boleyn doing her dad's voice, but she could have also done like, you should try to, like, she could have tried to sound like a dude, like try to do like her lowest, most masculine sounding voice, but instead they just put like an interesting filter on it and didn't really change much else. But I think just to show that a different character is speaking, you know.
I met the king, and soon my daddy said, you should try and get ahead. He wanted me, obviously, kept messaging me like every day. Couldn't be better than he sent me a letter, and who am I kidding? I was pret a manger.
So now we're into what I would, I guess, consider a verse 2 of sorts, and there's a little more. We've got kick drums now introduced. There's just a little more action happening in the whole arrangement. It's actually relatively similar to the first verse. There's just a couple more elements. Most importantly, I think the kick drum being added. That just adds a little bit more drive to a song.
He wanted me, obviously, kept messaging me like every day.
Hi-hats too.
Couldn't be better.
Hi-hats too, and an upper harmony on the guitar parts that are in those little interludes, the bow, 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 now, bow. Now we have a higher electric guitar part as well. So a few more elements. If you're not paying close attention, you probably notice the added kick drums perhaps, but maybe not that added guitar harmony, which is another, it's like a subtle addition to just ever so slightly rev the song up. It's a relatively long song, so you don't want to throw all of it in there at once. You got to have a kind of slow burn, so there's a constant build.
Obviously, kept messaging me like every day. Couldn't be better than he sent me a letter, and who am I kidding? I was pret a manger. Sent a reply,
Ooh.
just saying hi. You're a nice guy. I'll think about it maybe. XO baby.
Yes, the Renaissance period sexting going on by snail mail. The same rhyme shift happen there, right? She has the same rhyme throughout the second verse, but then in that last line, maybe and baby, she rhymes together within the same line. And I also like the cheeky coming from all our other ladies in the background. This is a very fun verse.
I reply, just saying hi. You're a nice guy. I'll think about it maybe. XO baby. Here we go.
You sent him kisses.
I didn't know I would move in with his missus.
What?
Get a life.
You're living with his wife.
Like, what was I meant to do? Sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun. Don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
This section is so the instrumentation and the writing is so reflective of this like very playful kind of coquettish, I'm really innocent nature. And it's a pretty major shift in the actual feeling of the music going into that section. It's great. Like I talked about this before, like having the music match the personality of the singer and have the vocal color and vocal delivery of the singer match their personality. If you can really line all those things up, then everything just very quickly falls into place and makes sense.
I didn't know I would move in with his missus.
What?
Get a life.
You're living with his wife.
Like, what was I meant to do? Sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun.
Fun. How short she says fun.
What I said. I'm just trying to have some fun. Don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt
Don't lose your
anyone.
head.
LOL, say oh well, or go to hell. I'm sorry, not sorry about what I said. Don't lose your head.
It's also very, very sparse. Okay, so that's obviously the chorus moment here. The other ones were verses. I don't know. I don't remember what I said about it, but very obviously the chorus. Now we have the actual title thrown in there. Don't lose your head. Ironic, right? Anne Boleyn. But the chorus is so sparse. There's no bass. There's no like big foundation. It's like these little plucked. There's like pizzicato strings. There's like plucked sound on a string, and like chimes, or like high mallet instruments. There's just like bling bling bling. It's just like there's no like thick foundation to the music, which I think really is just trying to invoke this light, playful, I'm not doing anything wrong kind of feeling. And it does. It absolutely does. But I'll be interested if they add that in later choruses, because I think you could still accomplish the playfulness if you have a stronger musical foundation. Very interesting choice. Usually in the chorus, there's more things happening. In this chorus, there's actually fewer things happening.
Oh, say oh well, or go to hell. I'm sorry, not sorry about what I said. Don't lose your head.
Also, the way she's delivering the vocals is much more playful. It's light. It's not big power belting. There's absolutely no sweeping melodies whatsoever. It's either text/dialogue driven, or it's this very light, playful singing that's like not super grounded and not not meant to be powerful. It's supposed to be fun and light, and it is. So it's again, all those elements lining up. Hi everyone, I hope you're enjoying my series on Six the Musical. If you'd like early access, I'm releasing all these videos a week ahead on Patreon before the public gets them. So come check out my Patreon, join us a week ahead of time for all the future videos on Six, and the next one is already there. Hope to see you over there. Peace.
Sorry, not sorry about what I said. Don't lose your head. 3 in the bed and the little one said, if you wanna be wed, make up your mind. Her or me, chum, don't wanna be some girl in a threesome. Are you blind?
See how text and dialogue based this is? I mean, she's literally singing on just the same pitch. Just E flat. E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat. Down to the C. I think we're at C minor, right? Anyway, tons of just lines of E flat. So this is not some big, beautiful, sweeping, orchestrated piece here. This is very much like it's storytelling like it's a conversation. It feels very casual and organic, like her basically talking to this other group of women that are kind of being her like subconscious, and they're like kind of giving her a little bit of shit about what she did. But it's very conversational and kind of natural.
Three in the bed and the little one said, if you wanna be wed, make up your mind. Her or me, chum, don't wanna be some girl in a threesome. Are you blind? Don't be bitter,
Bitter.
cause I'm fitter. Why hasn't it hit her? He doesn't wanna bang you. Somebody hang you.
It's just really funny hearing this super modern language, which is great because it's supposed to be like modern pop. A modern pop concert is the setting, I believe. And so, we're going to have references from, maybe not like now as I record this in 2025, but, within the last couple decades. And it's great. So like banged, using the word banged. What was the other thing she just said? I was laughing at.
Girl in a threesome, are you blind? Don't be bitter, cause I'm fitter.
Cause I'm fitter. Cause I'm fitter. Yeah, that's a great one. So fit to describe someone who's hot, and banged. it's talking about, Henry VIII and his wives. It's great. It's great stuff.
Why hasn't it hit her? He doesn't want to bang you. Somebody hang you. Here we go. Your comment went viral. I didn't really mean it, but rumors spiral.
Your comment went viral. Like all these super modern references. Because like some words, some phrases, so far on the show, I think, now I'm probably going to put my foot in my mouth here, but obviously don't sound like they're from the 1500s, obviously, but also aren't like modern slang. Like it's just kind of normal everyday English speech. And so it's the slang words, the ones that are like really culturally relevant now that maybe won't be soon, or that weren't 10 or 15 years ago. Those are the ones that really pop out because they're so reflective of the current time period and the current, social, cultural scape, right? As opposed to if one of these girls said like, I'm going to the market. Like that's not how they would have said it 500 years ago, but also you're not going to think like, whoa, that's like so 2020, man. As opposed to banged and auto fit, right? So just the language is funny, and I wasn't really thinking about it so much in the last couple songs, but I surely am now, aren't I?
Your comment went viral. I didn't really mean it, but rumors spiral. Wow, and way to make the country hate you. Mate, what was I meant to do? Sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun. Don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
So very similar to the first chorus, but we have this electric guitar. There's that like a little riff right in the middle there, filling up some of the space. Other than that, very similar. Let me check real quick.
You would move in. I said, I'm just trying to have.
Yeah, we even have those. So there's a lot of it that's very much the same, but I think that added guitar is the main difference.
Cause I'm fitter. Rumors spiral. Wow, and way to make the country hate you. Mate, what was I meant to do?
Here we go.
Sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun. Don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. L-O-L, say oh well, or go to hell. I'm sorry, not sorry about what I said. Don't lose your head.
Yeah, so really pretty much carbon copy of the first chorus, except that those fun little added guitar moments to kind of fill in more of that empty space. So there's a little bit more of foundation, but there's still a long way to go as far as what they can have to like flesh out the chorus.
What I said, don't lose your head.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Tried to elope, but the Pope said nope. Our only
There we go.
hope was Henry.
Henry.
Emotion, cause a commotion, sets in motion the C of E.
Henry? That's a crazy rhyme. Rhyming Henry, but saying it Henry with C of E to represent Church of England. That is a stretch. There have been a number of those rhymes in this show that's like, that's a stretch to rhyme those two things, but they did it. This verse, obviously, big changes. Now we have this really driving drum set, like kick, snare, hi-hat, all that stuff to really carry us to the next section. Ba-dum. Henry.
A promotion caused a commotion, set in motion the
C of E.
rules were so outdated. Us two wanted to get X-rated. Soon excommunicated. Everybody chill, it's totes God's will.
Totes. There's another one. So the first couple verses, we had the background girls going, ooh, ooh. And then this one, they were actually saying specific words to add to the lead singing here. So instead of ooh, I can't remember what they said. We'll go back here, but actually saying specific words.
So outdated. Motion the C of E.
The rules, right? That's one.
Were so outdated. Us two wanted to get X-rated. Soon excommunicated.
Two? Is that what they said?
Us two wanted to get X-rated. Soon excommunicated.
Soon? Maybe soon.
Everybody chill, it's totes God's will. Henry's out every night on the town just
Just a second of that creepy version of the wedding march.
every night on the town just sleeping around like what the hell? If that's how it's gonna be, maybe I'll flirt with a guy or three just to make him gel. Henry finds out and he goes mental. He screams and shouts like so judgmental. You damn it witch. Mate, just shut up. I wouldn't be such a if you could get it up.
Oh my God. Roast. Really nice departure here from the main kind of musical content into this down section where Anne and Henry are getting each other's face. It's blowing up. The whole situation's blowing up. And I like the animatic too here. Just the red color shows that it's not great. It's not great what's happening right now. And he's calling her out. She's calling him out. Great conflict. And again, musically, a nice departure to represent that.
Henry's out every night on the town just sleeping around like what the hell? If that's how it's gonna be, maybe I'll flirt with a guy.
Yeah, it's really sparse. You know, it's really just focused on the vocals and the bop bop. That's still like the main musical accompaniment. We have a little bit of percussion added just to kind of keep the tempo, keep the beat going forward. But it's very sparse. It's very empty as far as the arrangement goes.
Like what the hell? If that's how it's gonna be, maybe I'll flirt with a guy or three just to make him gel. Henry finds out and he goes mental. He screams and shouts like so judgmental.
A little more here, so we get like a more clear chord progression in the second part of this bridge.
Finds out and he goes mental. He screams and shouts like so judgmental. You damn it witch. Mate.
That, I think, is they've taken her voice and they've modulated. They've taken the original audio and then they've also done a modulated version way down to give it that darker, more like masculine sound to it to represent Henry.
He screams and shouts like so judgmental. You damn it witch. Mate.
Yeah, I think that's a modulated sound as opposed to another singer that's singing that part. It sounds like a modulated sound. It'd be more obvious if it were alone, but it's probably her voice done modulated and then, you know, layered with her own voice in the actual octave, because it is her doing the voice, right? She's the one telling the story. So it would make more sense if she's doing like a character voice, kind of what I was saying earlier. I was like, if she did a voice for Henry, she intentionally made her voice more like masculine sounding. But here I think it's just modulated, like electronically.
He screams and shouts like so judgmental. You damn it witch. Mate, just shut up. I wouldn't be such a if you could get it up.
Get it up.
Here we go. Is that what you said?
Uh-oh.
He's going round like off with her head. No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he means it. Seems it. What was I meant
nice. I like this. We get this unraveling of her character where she goes from being basically very confident, like, well, what was I supposed to do? And like, I'm gonna use my adorable charm and get what I want. And she's like, oh, I think he's like actually gonna cut my head off. This is really bad. And you kind of we feel it in the music and in her voice, kind of the panic coming in and the kind of unraveling of this confidence in the situation.
Round like off with her head. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure he means it. What was I meant to do?
And it keeps repeating.
What was I meant to do? No, but what was I meant to do? Sorry, not sorry about what I said.
There we go.
I'm just trying to have some fun. Don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
This is like 90s alternative. It's like Blink-182, and also very much some of Olivia Rodrigo's music that's come out on her last couple albums. This sounds a lot, specifically like a couple songs that I can't remember the names of, but I absolutely love Olivia Rodrigo. But that's the vibe here. And so, what was I saying earlier? The chorus didn't really have any kind of like foundation. It was very, very sparse, and they had a lot of room to go. Well, now we get the full drum set. Now we get the bass. Now we get the constant rhythm guitars. And this is like the full version of this chorus. I'm surprised I would have thought there would have been like kind of a more like in the second chorus, maybe a few more of the elements, but they really went from being like totally sparse to totally fleshed out.
No, but what was I meant to do? Sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun. Don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
Also, her voice, she's very much in that, much more power vocal singing now. Just a high A, so not really not high in her range by any means, but there's a lot more power now behind the voice than there was earlier. Before it was all playful, bum bum bum, and now it's da 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 da. She's holding the notes a little longer. It's more driven, right? More directional, and it's great stuff. I love this. This final chorus is baller.
Don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. LOL, say oh well, or go to hell. Sorry, not sorry about what I said. Sorry, not sorry about what she said. Sorry, not sorry about what I said. Don't lose your head.
Hey, that second half went crazy. I was just going to comment on the added vocals, because like the chorus keeps going, but there's a lot of added vocals, added riffing and stuff like that in addition to it. There was also some crazy drum fills popping off as well.
LOL, say oh well, or go to hell.
Like adding all these riffs and runs, multi-tracked, or it could be some of the other women. I'm not sure actually what's going on, because they are there and present.
Say oh well, or go to hell. Sorry, not sorry about what I said. Sorry, not sorry about what she said. Sorry, not sorry about what I said.
And a huge high F there, and some kind of I think it's a really strong mix. Like really, really solid mix. It sounds like the weight is a little bit removed from the big chesty belting she was doing right before it. But really, really still well connected, and even throw some vibrato on there.
Sorry, not sorry about what I said. Don't lose your head.
It could be full chest voice.
The winner.
She wants another turn. Over my dead body.
Yeah, anyway, I'm pretty sure.
Good stuff. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my first time reaction and analysis for Don't Lose Your Head. If you did, if you learned something, if you gained appreciation for this in any way, would love to have you over there on Patreon. It's the best way to support me. And of course, it takes just a couple seconds to subscribe, and it's totally free. So please do that before you go. And I'll see you in the next 6 video. Peace.